Hey guys, what's up? Andrew Mitchell here. I know it's Friday, so yes, officially Flex Friday, but also I want to remind people to celebrate your wins. I used to post a lot on Wednesday to remind people to celebrate your wins. We live in such a wild world these days. I was just talking to a good friend the other day about how much life, like day-to-day life, has changed. And then another person's post about like millennials, like what we kind of grew up in or whatnot. And I think I was like just on the cusp of that because I was born in 1980. But like we didn't have cell phones growing up. We had dial up. Most of us didn't have computers in our home. But when we did, we were like teenagers and it was like, like you younger generation have no idea about the dial up internet. It was slow as molasses. But anyway, we started getting cell phones, but like we were the last generation that stayed out until the lights came on. And like we didn't have cell phones. We just knew when the lights came on, it was time to go home. And you know, like my old stepmom, she had a whistle, like not a whistle. She put her fingers in her mouth, and you could hear from blocks away. And her friends would look at us like, "Oh, your stepmom's whistling for you. It's time to go home." But I'm saying, like, we used to stay out all day long. You know, some of us still play video games and stuff, but it didn't occupy our life. But anyway, I say all that to say this: times have changed so much that we're always so like focused on like the next goal, you know, and I'll be happy when, I'll be happy if, and it's like, no, you gotta be happy now. You've got to be happy now, because if it's always a I'll be happy when, I'll be happy if, now all of a sudden it's like when I turned pro, it was like, what's next? Because I had so much riding on that high of turning pro. When I have that title, when I have those initials after my name, it was like, what's next? You can't let that define you. You have to enjoy everyday life. Celebrate your wins. If you had a goal of getting up at 5 a.m. today and going to the gym and doing cardio and stretching and like preparing your meals, dude, that's a win. Maybe you haven't achieved your 30 pound or 10 pound or 20 pound weight loss goal yet, but you getting up and not hitting the snooze alarm and rolling out of bed and doing cardio and stretching and preparing your meals, those are wins. So celebrate your wins. Stick to your plan. Write down your goals every single day. Get up and just stay focused on them. And don't look at like, hey, I'll be happy when, I'll be successful when. Be happy now. Be successful now. It's about turning pro in your everyday life. And turning pro means being the best version of yourself. Be blessed.